What's going on there, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the other day, some information came out about Modern Warfare 3 Season 1 Reloaded, and about a new introduction that is being implemented into Warzone. Now, of course, I know a lot of you guys who watch my channel don't really care for Warzone, and don't worry, I'm not going to be hyper-focusing Warzone in this video, but the feature that is going to be implemented is extremely crucial. It's going to be a very crucial point in today's video. And once again, exposing Infinity Ward trying to take over pretty much everything that is known as Call of Duty nowadays. But lucky enough, it seems like Raven is doing a little bit of pushback, and for once they are kind of holding their ground and not letting Infinity Ward bully around the community. But of course, before we go ahead and dive deep, if you guys are interested in hearing more content just like this, we do indeed post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time, anything revolving around Modern Warfare 3, and of course, X-Defiant when that game goes ahead and launches. So of course, subscribe and hit that bell. And last but not least, we do go ahead and stream pretty much daily over on Kick. So if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, I have a link to my Kick channel down in the description of this video. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching my channel for a while now, you know that Infinity Ward has been doing a lot of scummy stuff when it comes to Modern Warfare 3. I mean, first and foremost, Activision already made it a hard enough job for Sledgehammer by not telling them 1010% what the game is going to be, whether it's going to be DLC or a full-fledged out game. So the whole development cycle of this game, they've been bouncing back and forth between DLC, full game, which is one of the biggest reasons why Modern Warfare 3 turned out the way that it did. But also, I'll fill you guys in, of course, if you guys haven't been watching my channel or watch any other content creators about this topic here. But Infinity Ward also had a big influence on Modern Warfare 3. Basically, everything that went into this title had to be run past Infinity Ward. So if Infinity Ward didn't like it, basically, it was more than likely going to go ahead and get scrapped. And Infinity Ward also went ahead and implemented a lot of their ideas into the mix as well. So basically, even though this is Sledgehammer's game and they have still fought and brought in a lot of good features that the community have been begging for, regardless, you could still tell that Infinity Ward had a slight touch, especially when it comes to the new introductions that are being put into this game. It almost seems like Infinity Ward had a bunch of stuff planned out, and I want to be shocked if we see more, quote-unquote Infinity Ward implementations in the near future, within the upcoming months, the upcoming seasons. Because it seems like Infinity Ward, months ahead of this game's launch, went ahead and pre-scheduled a lot of content to drop that just has their name written all over it. First and foremost, the Assassin's Vest in multiplayer, which was just an absolutely weird introduction. Again, we already had the Ghost perk. There was no reason to add in a vest that gave you permanent Ghost, besides the fact that Infinity Ward wanted that Ghost perk in the game, whether Sledgehammer liked it or not. And here we are with the new information, as you can see right here from Raven Software. They went ahead and added something into Warzone. With the Warzone Season 1 Reloaded update next week, we'll be introducing Covert Exfil, a challenging new way to escape the match that provides players with one of two methods to secure the weapon case. Now, it is cool because you are, I'm assuming, going to be getting a weapon case, maybe camos or something of that sort, by, going ahead and completing this. But at the end of the day, it's a permanent new addition into Warzone. And they say it's going to be a challenging new way to escape, but in reality, it's not. Apparently, all you have to do is stack up enough money. And yet, it will be challenging because if players see the helicopter coming to extract you, they can go ahead and, try to kill you and get you away from it. But at the end of the day, this just provides campy, boring Infinity Ward gameplay. Basically, all people are going to be doing, at least the Infinity Ward, players, the ones who are going to be camping and playing extraordinarily slow and just, they don't want to have any action in Battle Royale. They're going to be eating this up. They're going to camp harder. They're going to be just doing nothing but looking for money, trying not to engage at all costs, because again, engagements mean a possible loss of your money and a possible loss of the game overall. So they're going to be camping, they're going to be hunting for money, and that's it. No engagements, and they're going to try to exfil in the middle of the match. Now, it was confirmed that this style of exfil is not going to count as a win, so that is a good thing. But at the end of the day, it's still such a counterintuitive feature that's been implemented. It literally goes against everything about a battle royale. A battle royale, you're supposed to fight till the death, fight till the end. Last man standing is victorious, not camp and try to find the most money in the lobby and get the heck out of it mid-match. It just seems so weird to add within the game. And once again, it just screams, to me personally, Infinity Ward. And under this post by Raven, it got butchered. The community went to absolute town on Raven when it came to this feature. Once again, pretty much everything that I'm saying, they were just going to town in the comment section, basically telling Raven how they felt. But this is the whole purpose of the video. Raven actually stood up to Infinity Ward, which makes me extraordinarily proud, and I'm hoping that other development teams will see how Raven is acting here and follow suit. As you can see right here in Raven's follow-up tweet, they said, "Over the last few days, we've seen your feedback about the Covert Exfil feature and have decided not to launch it in Standard Battle Royale with Season 1 Reloaded next week. We believe that Covert Exfil and the gameplay loop it provides, paired with the weapons case, will make for an exciting addition to Warzone. That said, we will instead launch both of these features in an upcoming dedicated mode. We're looking forward to the new challenges that these features will provide and to your continued feedback once the mode is available." This right here is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what needs to be done across the board with all the development teams. Screw Infinity Ward. If the community tells you they don't enjoy what you're putting into the game, then you have to act upon it. Same thing when it comes to the Assassin's Vest. And again, I'm cutting them a little bit of slack here because, again, they've been on break and I'm waiting to see what they're going to do with the upcoming update. But seriously, if in the Season 1 Reloaded update, if there is no nerfs to the Assassin's Vest to make it a more balanced out feature in the game, then I'm just going to be just highly disappointed, because Raven right here is showcasing to us that it doesn't matter who decided to put this feature into the game. If the community isn't happy with it, then you don't have to implement it. It's not required. And they're doing the right thing, putting it in a separate game mode, testing it out elsewhere. And this way, if people want the weapon case and they want to go ahead and do these, special contracts, they can go ahead and do so, but it won't interrupt the normal flow of Warzone. And, same thing over to multiplayer here. They should have put the Assassin's Vest in the test game mode. Where is the test game mode? What happened to that? I made a video about this a little while ago, about things that I want to see within Season 1 Reloaded or the next big update, but that's definitely one of them. I want to see the test servers come back. Like, that was the whole purpose of that, to implement new features to see if the community would even like it in the first place. That would have been a great implementation. If you really needed to put the Assassin's Vest in the game, you could have put it in there and allow the community to give you feedback. But they didn't. Sledgehammer, you have to stand up for the community here. You have to put your foot down and stop allowing Infinity Ward to bully us around. We already had multiple different, years of Infinity Ward doing what they did to us. We don't need that anymore. You have put together a pretty dang good game. Keep pushing with it. Keep your vision alive and make it what it's supposed to be. All of these other additions that are being put into the game are the complete opposite of what Modern Warfare 3 is all about, which is why I always believe that it's Infinity Ward who developed this stuff way ahead of schedule, and obviously it's just planned content that's going to drop throughout the year. That's how a lot of these games work, especially live service games. All this stuff is done. They're not planning any of this stuff right now. Right in this moment, they're not saying, "Oh, what are we going to do for Season 2? No, they have all the seasons worth. The majority of all the content is already there, scheduled. They might have to tweak it. They might have to, do stuff to it to make sure it works. But at the end of the day, it's already there. It's already scheduled. I believe Infinity Ward scheduled a ton of content to come into this game. So with the upcoming months here, I'm definitely expecting to see more bullcrap. Again, I enjoy what the game has to offer, and I will indeed make more positive content and discuss the things that I enjoy, but at the same time, I'm going to discuss the negatives as well. And as I continuously see these things implemented time and time and time again, I am definitely expecting more negatives to come. But I just hope Sledgehammer handles these things properly. I don't know if they're allowed to remove certain things, but in the pre-phase of Modern Warfare 3, they made it seem like they can. They adjusted so many different things, even down to the core gameplay itself they adjusted for the community. I expect to see that same energy throughout the rest of this game. I don't want that to die down, especially after, the winter break, the holiday break. That's always the hardest part to, redeem yourselves again, come back from, because the hype is kind of dwindled back. People are not really as there as they are day one for a Call of Duty launch. And, with that being said, they're going to have to work a little bit harder to get everybody back into action and back into, believing that they're going to be there and ready to update this game and, do what the community wants done. And that includes, when features like this get implemented, listen to our feedback. Over half the players out there don't see a purpose for the Assassin's Vest. And when they do see a purpose for the Assassin's Vest, it's to make you an assassin. I've seen tons of good ways of, tweaking this vest to make it actually work properly how it should. Things like, either just making it a dead silence type of vest, things like only allowing, maybe a knife and throwing knives because it's called the freaking Assassin's Vest. You're supposed to be sneaky. The different things like that would totally justify this vest being in the game. But in its current form, it's too OP, and we have expressed this time and time and time again. And it's almost like they are ignoring it. And I don't want to say it's insulting, but it definitely does suck. So, I'm hoping for the upcoming months when we see more features that get implemented. If we don't like it, Sledgehammer will listen. Raven is proving that they don't have to keep these things in the game, even when it's tied to the game. This new exfil is tied to Modern Warfare 3. There is a weapon crate drop in there, meaning that there is real content locked behind this. And again, you would think they would want to force that into the main Warzone experience, Activision and stuff like that, but they're not. They're not doing it because of our feedback. The same thing can be done in multiplayer as well. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, and if you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell if you can be notified for more content just like this. And last but not least, we do stream pretty much daily over on Kick, so if you guys are interested in that, I have a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.